Welcome to Rich Thoughts, Poor Jokes, the podcast where meaningful conversations about mental wealth meet a healthy dose of humor. Each week, your hosts, Dr. Roxy Riefkohl-Cook and Dr. Stephanie Ellis, two of Houston's most respected doctors of counseling and psychology, coach you on the path to mental wealth. They will not just inspire, but entertain you while empowering you to elevate your life.
Welcome back to Rich Thoughts, Poor Jokes, a somewhat serious podcast about mental wealth, where two psychotherapists are here to teach you all about
security, freedom, and luxury in every area of your life.
Excellent. So we've been talking about sexual wealth, how to have sexual wealth. This episode has an amazing title, Cats Don't Like Leashes. Would you like to explain that?
I would love to explain that.
Okay.
So as a person who has both cats and dogs, I can tell you reliably that dogs come when called. Mm-hmm. And cats don't. Cats don't. Did you catch it? Did you guys hear it? Dogs come when called. Wink.
Pun.
Cats do not do this, right? Cats don't. They don't want to wear a leash. They don't want to follow your instructions. They don't want. No. Mm-hmm. But everybody who has cats also knows that if you get out a laptop, they will lay on it.
Yes.
And so that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how sexual performance, a terrible word, by the way, writ large, sexual performance is not like a dog. We're not gonna have a sort of magical sexual encounter either with a snap of our fingers, like a Hollywood lighting and sandy beaches just appear, as if that would be fun anyway.
Ooh, sandy sex.
All the cracks. And we probably also won't have it by demanding it. Because listen, your cats are not more likely to curl up on your lap if you scream at them either. Okay? And so how do you do this? How do you get a cat to come to you?
Very important question. So let's start by talking about the environment. Right?
Yes.
Because if we can create a welcoming environment, then your cat might come.
Cats don't want to be commanded.
Right.
Orgasms do not want to be commanded.
Yes.
They want to be invited.
That. So what are some of the things that could make a welcoming environment? Well, one would be praise, positive affirmations, right? How we speak to our partner, all the intimacy things. We talked about some of those areas, but things that we do to create intimacy in the other areas of our relationship.
Wouldn't it be nicer? Wouldn't you be more likely to want to be in your bedroom if it were a place that were full of like playfulness and curiosity and gentleness? At least if gentleness is what you are interested in, but relational gentleness. If it's full of compliments and easy conversation.
Yes. The mental and emotional aspects or elements of the environment, right? I mean, how are you connecting with this person? How are you feeling about this person? And look, we're not here to tell you that it's always going to be, I love you this much every single day, right? We're human and we have feelings and hurt feelings and those types of things. But on a most often basis, security, comfort, loving feelings towards your person.
This is the equivalent in my little example of like you're sitting on the couch and you have a soft blanket. I don't know why, because cats are already very soft, but they seem to really know what a blanket is about.
Yes. Also, just the physical elements themselves, right? Like for some people, it's when I smell a certain smell, right? The grooming piece part of it could be a part of it.
You mean like everybody take a shower kind of regular, like?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was thinking more like manscaping.
Oh, okay.
don't know.
They make trimmers
Yeah,
for
that.
every part.
That. Yes. So for our next commercial, we are going, no, it won't. Okay. So foreplay, right? And we're going to talk more about warming the oven here in just a little bit. But the foreplay that's there, kissing, if that's what you're into, if you set the stage with something fun that you do prior, a date night or something like that, right?
Somebody says that foreplay starts as soon as this sexual encounter ends. I don't remember who says that.
I don't either.
Somebody clever, though.
Very clever.
Like that idea.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So you're mentioning a lot of things about setting the stage. And I want to kind of divide setting the stage into two different parts.
Okay.
Okay. So this idea comes from Dr. Emily Nagoski. She has a book, my favorite book about sex, the best book about sex that's ever been written. It's called Come As You Are. And she introduces this idea in a really great way of inhibitors and activators, or what you might call the brakes and the gas. And so setting the stage is about both of those, not just one of those. Right? And so there are lots of things that keep it from feeling like sex is a really good idea right now. Well, here's a good example. Your favorite dessert is, wait, I'm testing my friendship knowledge right now. Key lime cheesecake.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I did it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I love that you knew that.
And do you want to eat key lime cheesecake right now?
No,
Why?
because I'm not hungry.
But it's your favorite.
But I don't want it right now.
Because for one thing, we're podcasting.
Right.
And then you'd be making chewing sounds.
Right.
And so it's like not the right place, it's like not the right time. You said you're not hungry right now.
Right.
I mean, what if it appeared though?
Then I might dig in.
Or just have a little bite, but put it in the fridge for later.
Right.
Oh God, what if you had to make the whole thing? What if you had to make a key lime cheesecake from scratch in order to enjoy it?
Then I probably would not have it.
So there are lots of things that even if you're having your favorite thing in the whole world, the best sex in the universe, there might be some things that make it not feel like what I want right now. Those come in a variety of flavors. One of them's the laundry. And just like the stuff that we're doing, and it just gets piled into our brains and into our lives. And then there's laundry on the floor, and it's right by the bed, and the bed is where the sex is going to happen. And the laundry, it's in my brain.
Yes.
This like life stuff.
Yes.
But also like inside stuff. Oh, like fear's one thing, like I don't want to get pregnant, or like I don't want to get like an STI right now, or I don't want to get caught by my parents or the people in the parking lot. Or since we decided
baseball game.
since we advised that apparently. So that kind of thing, but also all that other inside stuff about how's it gonna go? Am I gonna have an orgasm? Is my partner gonna be happy with me? Am I gonna
partner going to orgasm?
Am I gonna do it fast enough? Am I gonna do it well enough? How does my back fat doing right now? Like what all the kind of performance and body self-esteem and all that kind of stuff is all stuff that can just turn the dial way down. In addition to some stuff that we've been talking about before, like stress and exhaustion and work and kids and stuff.
Yes.
Getting in the way.
That.
Anything? Am I missing any big things from that list of breaks?
I don't think so. But I think it's important to also say again, even if all of this is aligned and you have put everything away in your mind and the dishes are done, you still may not get to orgasm, right?
Yeah. It's just that thinking about the dirty laundry won't help.
Right. That. Definitely.
And so let's say for completeness sake that there are a lot of things that are breaks for a lot of people, but it's going to be you. It's going to be specific to you.
Yes.
The flip side of that is the gas, right? Sort of what warms all that up. Yeah, probably not laundry. I was just thinking, is there any way for anybody to put laundry on the that is so sexy kind of list? But I don't really think there is.
No, and it's never finished.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
You could dump all your clothes that you're wearing right now into the washing machine and have sex then, and it's almost like your laundry's done.
There you go.
You want to talk a little bit about gas, about activators, about what warms people up?
Yeah. So it's different for everybody. So that's why we always go back to communication, right? Because the idea that you're just going to automatically know all the desires or know them, it's of your partner. No, you're not. So you will learn, yes, by paying attention, but also have the communication. And I hear that often where they're like, well, I'm just not comfortable talking about the things that I'm wanting. What would you say?
Wanting.
Or not wanting. That's even a harder one sometimes. What do you say to them then?
Try anyway.
That's it.
You don't get good at stuff without doing the stuff. Of course, you're not good at sexual communication with your partner if you haven't done it before. You're not good at anything you haven't done before. Okay, so everybody just have like a glass of wine and blow it.
Yes.
The first time. Just do a terrible job.
That's it.
It doesn't matter, right? Because the only way to get to be able to do a good job at that is to do a terrible job first.
That's it. So with everybody having different desires and preferences, we should communicate what those things are. I like a bubble bath and a back rub. I like the lingerie that you put on last week. I like when you smell a certain way. Whatever it is that is your turn on, whatever's warming your oven. Again, first of all, you have to do some self-exploration, right? To know what that is, which is a whole nother, I guess could be a whole nother topic, but Dr. Nagoski talks really well about that, of knowing your pieces and parts, right?
And your actual body parts, what actually feels good on your own body, but this other stuff too.
Absolutely.
The things that are increasing desire for you.
But exploration of yourself so that you can share with your person.
We do mean get a mirror and check out all your private bits and feel around in there. Like it's okay. See what's going on.
That's exactly what we mean. So, yeah.
And can I say something about what we said last time? Self-reflecting, like do all of this in a curious way. The more that we can bring playfulness and curiosity to a sex kind of situation instead of sort of like dread and panic and criticism,
right?
The better.
Definitely so. Which is also why, and you mentioned this before, first time sex.
It's actually when people have researched people's first sexual experiences, I gotta tell you guys, like not really anybody's that happy.
Right. That.
Especially if you had an idea from the movies and stuff about what it was
what it's supposed to be like and look like and feel like.
Then you found out what it was like.
Yes.
In a really unskilled way.
That. What else?
On activators, that's what we're talking about. Smell is a really big deal. Do you know that when you have disgust and sexual arousal are kind of on a teeter-totter inside you? There's a really fun little study about this where like some people watched porn and some people watched like a bird video or something neutral. And then they brought them into the lab and had them do gross stuff like drink out of a cup that has a bug in it, right? Or like lick somebody else's like sweaty t-shirt. And the people who had watched the porn were a lot more likely to do the disgusting stuff. right? I mean, bodily fluids are gross. Almost, they're in the top 5 most disgusting things for almost everyone. So, like, how do we manage to then also do all of this exchanging of bodily fluids? It's because sexual arousal and disgust don't go together.
Yes.
So, a minute ago, I was thinking, really is, if you had to choose one, you don't, but if you had to choose to just tell your partner what you like versus what you don't like, I would say lavish on the praise. Never lie.
No.
But absolutely communicate everything you do like. You could probably get almost all the way to perfect sex just by doing that. The only time I would say you really, really probably need to communicate is if your disgust reflex is getting triggered. That might be like a manscaping kind of situation. And listen, you don't have to do it mean. You can still be nice,
Absolutely.
but it's something you would want to bring up. And another thing is our brains don't really distinguish between physical disgust, like bleh kind of stuff, like this smells bad to me or it tastes bad to me. And also like moral disgust. So if your partner has, and then listen, we probably are getting into therapy territory here, right? But if your partner has like done a behavior, or they have like had an infidelity, or they have, and your sort of contempt is living in there, like a moral disgust with your partner is really, really going to get in the way.
It will.
Of just physiological arousal with them. So I think that's an important thing to know.
Definitely so. Okay. So just to reiterate a few of the other things that we said. So when you're warming the oven, trying to warm the oven, knowing yourself, okay? So self-exploration, self-reflection, but also your partners, right? If you're having sex with a partner. And I would say using all your senses, right? Checking in on what you like to see, smell, hear, whatever it is. I think we both.
Sound is really important for me specifically. I like there to be music so that there's kind of like a bubble. Remember that thing about the laundry? I don't actually really have that strong of an opinion about laundry. I could probably have sex on the laundry pile, frankly. But I know that's everybody's different, you guys. But I will get distracted from an even very luscious sexual experience. And so
put on your sex playlist.
Some kind of music, especially the sex playlist.
Right.
It makes like a bubble.
Yes.
Right. And that's just me, but you figure out what it is for you.
Absolutely. And we're also saying attend to the other things that could be in the way, right? If you're not feeling good about yourself, if you are not feeling good about the relationship, then attend to those things and especially attend to your own feelings about yourself, right? Where you are, how you feel about sex in general, how you feel about yourself. We've said multiple times throughout this series, attend to the things that have stolen maybe even your pleasure for wanting or desiring sex. Yeah. So
let me throw out an idea.
Okay.
If you haven't been having sexual communication or exploration or things like that, make a little agreement in fun with your partner for you both to try something you think you've got a 50-50 chance of liking, each of you. So you each get your own thing. Because what we want is that safety to say like, no, nah, it didn't work for me. Right. I didn't like that one. And for that to be okay and not to be a disaster. But if you're going to take the risk of doing that, let your partner do it with you. Then like build a little like trust and excitement with each other just to take a risk together.
Yes. And if just getting out there and starting conversations about sex is difficult for you, then play a game. Like pick up a book and read it together.
A sexy one.
With, do the questionnaires that have already been written that are out there to get conversations going and flowing.
Esther Perel has a really great little card game, and it is called, Where Shall We Begin?
I like it.
So that's a nice.
I like it. So what we're saying is if you care and attend to your own desires, preferences, appetite for sex, then there'll be hopefully a welcoming, responsive desire for sex. Yeah.
Because if key lime cheesecake just shows up.
I changed my mind. I want something now.
Okay, you know what? I can't believe this hasn't come up while we've been talking. But the key lime cheesecake just now reminded me
Of?
I like to teach my clients to talk about sex the way they talk about dinner. How have we not talked about that in 4 episodes?
Okay.
Okay, this is my dream. This is my dream for all of our listeners and for all of my clients, is that talking about sex becomes as easy as talking about dinner.
I like it.
Okay, because it's just like a thing we do together that we usually enjoy. That doesn't have to be the same all the time. Sometimes it could be Whataburger. Sometimes we spend the whole day cooking together. Sometimes we pay for a big luscious meal and we're in our dress up clothes, and sometimes just like pajamas, Yes. And that level of being able to, like, I don't know, what if you did have a bad dinner? Mm-hmm. Well, you could have dinner again tomorrow.
Yes.
So I just want to put that out as a goal for everybody.
I love that. Okay. Time for crown jewels.
Okay.
Crown jewel number 1. You can't force sexual passion or desire. You invite it.
Like a cat.
Yes.
Oh, and after a cat gets in your lap, it wants to be petted. Yes. And if you don't pay attention to it, it gets mad. And it'll start rubbing you, and it'll start meowing in your face and stuff. And so, can I throw that in here as crown jewel 1.5? Like, when you're in the sexual situation, pay attention.
Yes.
Okay? Orgasms, they like to be thought about deliciously.
That.
But not judgmentally. Okay. Crown jewel number 2. Figure out what gets you in the mood. Let your partner know.
Yes. And crown jewel number 3, you should also figure out what warms your partner's oven. That.
All right.
Okay. If you have questions for us, please email us at
richthoughtspoorjokes@gmail.com.
Yes.
In the meantime, we wish you happy bedroom times.
That. And please like and follow and subscribe.
Thank you for tuning in to Rich Thoughts, Poor Jokes. We hope today's episode offered insight or possibility, a new perspective on your mental wealth journey. Tune in next week for more strategies to drive success. Please consider subscribing or sharing this episode with someone else, because your mental wealth matters. And a few rich thoughts and poor jokes can help you live with abundance.